Jax, and Chief Meteorologist David Heckard. Well, it's hard to believe we are in early December and we are still talking about the tropics, as there's one area we're keeping an eye on in parts of the open Atlantic, and it is definitely outside hurricane season. In fact, you can see here on our climatology chart, which we show quite a bit during hurricane season, the season actually gets going about June the 1st and concludes on November the 30th. And the reason being is the vast majority, and I mean the vast majority, of tropical storms and hurricanes develop in that time period, especially as we head into August, September, and October. Those are the three big months in the tropical Atlantic for tropical storms and hurricanes. It is not out of the realm of possibility, though, to get a system outside this season, which again is June through November, so about 6 months out of the year. And we have a decent chance of that potentially happening here later on in the week. It's this area in the open waters of the Atlantic, and you can see definitely some organization and some spin to it. And this system has a window to potentially become a subtropical or tropical storm. Right now, it's about a 50-50 or a medium chance of potentially developing. You may be saying to yourself, I don't remember December storms, and it's been a while since we've actually seen a December system out in the open waters of the Atlantic. One of the big things you notice here, this is a chart of just some of the storms that we've had in the month of December. In fact, it's not necessarily uncommon, but we don't see it that frequently. In fact, on average, we end up with about 28 systems overall in recorded history that have happened in the month of December. The last one we had was 2013, but you're not going to remember that one because it actually wasn't a named storm. What they do at the end of hurricane season is they kind of go back through all the systems and complexes, and they actually found that there was a subtropical system that did form in 2013, so it's considered a, quote, unnamed storm. In fact, the last named storm we had in December, you got to go all the way back to 2007, which is Olga. And the other thing I want you to notice here on this map is notice how the vast majority of systems in the month of December form right about where our area is, which is the open waters of the Atlantic. A lot of times they need kind of that extra boost, if you will, of being an area of low pressure, kind of developing as a subtropical system, and then potentially consolidating into a tropical system or possibly even a hurricane. Great news with this system, though, it's just going to throw some swells towards portions of Bermuda, maybe up into parts of Western Europe. That's going to be about it. The system, should it develop, is not coming for Florida or the United States. Thank goodness we've had quite the hurricane season here across the Sunshine State. So again, in December systems, doesn't happen that frequently, but it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. I'm Assistant Chief Meteorologist David Heckard for Channel 4, the local station.